our chalice now. Our chalice lighting is Within the Heart of the Flower by Amy Zucker Morgenstern. Within the heart of the flower, the fountain of beauty. Within the heart of the community, a fire that warms and dances. Within the heart of each of us, a spark of the spirit, life. Holy, holy, holy. Thank you. And of course, today is also Mother's Day. We honor all the mothers and mother figures in our life. Thank you for being with us. Please feel free to bring any of these wonderful flowers home to the wonderful women or mothers or mother figures in your life. They would love to have them. Anyone who you care and adore would, I'm sure, love to have flowers today, but particularly for Mother's Day. From the UUA, Mother's Day can stir many emotions: gratitude, grief, longing, love, complexity. We turn to Linda Susan Ulrich's For All the Mothers to honor the fullness of this day. It is a blessing for everyone who's mothers, everyone who has been mothered, and everyone whom this day is tender. However this day meets you, may you know you are held and you are beloved.
We're grateful for the flowers that bloom. They love us with their earthly rainbows. Smooth or thorny, scent or not, their healing beauty widely shows. Bloom and grow, reach and know our rebirth. We're grateful for the trees and plants. They maze us with their shades of green. Softwood, hardwood, and twining vines. Still many parts are quite unseen. Bloom and grow, reach and know. Bloom, bloom and grow, reach out and know our rebirth.
Our opening words today are Travelers Upon the Earth by Elizabeth M. Strong. Enter into this communion of flowers with joyful hearts. Enter it with reverent thoughts. It has taken long months beneath the cold ground for these flowers to prepare for their blooming. It has taken each of us long times of growth through sorrow and joy to prepare for our living now. The blooming season is short. The flowers stay only a brief time, and we are travelers upon the earth, travelers through all to brief lifetimes. Therefore, let our moments be bountiful. Let us rejoice in our unique colors, aromas, and sounds. Let us celebrate together in love, that as we travel away, We take with us the memory of golden hours together among the flowers. As Unitarian Universalists, we hold our values centered in love. Love is the power that holds us together and is at the center of our shared values. The values we share include all of the following, which hold us as inseparable and deeply interconnected. Interdependence. We honor the interdependent web of all existence and acknowledge our place in it. Pluralism. We are all sacred beings, diverse in culture, experience, and theology. Justice. We work to be diverse, multicultural, beloved communities where we all feel welcome and can thrive. Transformation. We adapt to the changing world. Generosity. We cultivate a spirit of gratitude and hope. And equity. We declare that every person is inherently worthy and has the right to flourish with dignity, love, and compassion.
Amar es el poder que nos une y está en el centro de nuestros valores compartidos. Esos valores incluyen todos los siguientes, los que consideramos inseparables y profundamente interconectados. Interdependencia. Honramos la red interdependiente de toda la existencia y reconocemos nuestro lugar en ella. Pluralismo. Todos somos seres sagrados, diversos en cultura, experiencia y teología. Justicia. Trabajamos para ser comunidades diversas, multiculturales y queridas, donde todos se sientan bienvenidos y puedan prosperar. Transformación. Nos adaptamos al mundo cambiante. Generosidad. Cultivamos un espíritu de gratitud y esperanza. Equidad. Declaramos que toda persona es inherentemente digna y tiene derecho a prosperar con dignidad, amor y compasión.
Sleep, my child, and peace attend you all through the night. I who love you shall be near you all through the night. Soft and drowsy hours are creeping, hill and vale and somber sleeping, I my loving vigil keeping all through the night. Mother, I can feel you near me all through the night. Father, I know you can hear me all through the night. And when I am your age nearly, still I will remember clearly how you sang and held me dearly all through the night. While the moon her watch is keeping all through the night, while one half the world is sleeping all through the night, even while the sun comes stealing, visions of the day revealing, breathes a pure and holy feeling all through the night.
Now it is time for the flower communion. I'm going to explain everything as we go, but I will start with a little bit of background to let you know what is the flower communion and why we use it as an inspiration within Unitarian Universalism. If anyone has any flowers or seeds that they have not brought up, they're welcome to bring them up at this time. This is The Beauty of Diversity, the UU Flower Communion Story by Reverend Suzelle Lynch. Imagine the courageous people of a war-weary nation, finally free to reclaim and renew their spirituality and culture after the war to end all wars. Imagine their hunger for soul-filling music and a message of unity that reaches across all lines of difference. Imagine their longing for a community where gifts and needs would be embraced. 100 years ago, the Congregation of Liberal Religious Fellowship in Prague, Czechoslovakia, was the community of their dreams. The Prague Congregation of Liberal Religious Fellowship was founded by the Reverend Norbert Capek and his wife, Maya. Dr. Capek, a brilliant writer and preacher, avid singer, and eager student, was born into his mother's Catholic faith in Bohemia and grew up in a home flavored by his father's history with the Moravian Brethren. Norbert Capek grew up thirsting for a faith free from hypocrisy, a faith that would respect his mind and help him give voice to his convictions. As an adult, Capek served the Moravian and Baptist religious organizations, growing more religiously liberal with each passing year. He left Bohemia under government threat and accepted a call to serve at a Baptist church in New York City, until one day in 1919, that day he wrote in his diary, "I cannot be a Baptist anymore, even in compromise. The fire of new desires, new worlds is burning inside me." And in 1921, inspired and empowered by his connections he made with the American Unitarians, Dr. Capek and Maya returned with their children to the native land to build a new religious movement they dreamed of. That religious movement caught fire in a nation alive with freedom and longing for change. The Prague congregation's liberating message and vibrant music drew thousands to worship, yet something was missing. A new ritual was needed to unite the diverse and eager crowds. Capek crafted a ceremony he described as a new experiment in symbolizing our liberty and brotherhood. He asked each congregation member to bring a flower to church from their garden, their field, or the roadside. Gathered in one vase, their combined beauty was dazzling, yet each blossom retained its uniqueness. And then, as Capek wrote, "When they go home, each person is to take one flower just as it comes, without making any distinction where it came from and whom it represents, to confess that we accept each other without regard to class, race, or other distinction, acknowledging everybody as our friend." This compelling ritual of individuals of free will, the beauty and diversity and the power of unity, was held for the first time on the anniversary of the Prague Fellowship's founding, June 24th, 1923. It became known as the flower ceremony or flower communion, and the Prague Fellowship celebrated it annually as they continued to grow and thrive. But not all was peaceful in Czechoslovakia. World War II had brought out, and it brought great troubles, and in 1939, Maya Capek came to the United States to raise funds to help the war refugees. She brought the flower ceremony or flower communion with her to the Unitarian Church in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and soon the tradition spread to congregations across the country. Norbert Capek stayed behind in Czechoslovakia to help his people. He nurtured their spirits with his message of their inherent worth, but the Nazis found his message dangerous and arrested him for treason in 1941. He was sent to Dresden prison and then to the concentration camps at Dachau. Capek kept his spirit strong by sharing his poetry, his music, and the flower ceremony with the other inmates, but the Nazis did put him to death a year later. This year, we honor the 100th anniversary plus of the first flower communion, the flower ceremony. We celebrate the blessing of diversity, the beauty of freedom and dignity, and the power and strength of the religious movement that was founded by Norbert and Maya Capek. This is a movement that continues to thrive today. It celebrates the beauty, the human uniqueness, and the diversity of community. And you can see there a picture of Norbert and Maya Capek. And so we thank them for this beautiful ceremony, for the sacrifices they made to show the diversity and beauty of community. And with them, we honor the UU Flower Communion. So I wanted you guys just to hear a little bit more about the deeper meaning of this beautiful ceremony. And while it's beautiful in itself to just share and bring flowers and to share that beauty and diversity, it has a deeper meaning of the freedom of religion and the freedom to practice and the freedom to bring all people together and show their inherent worth and dignity. So in that spirit, we're going to now have a flower communion. Everyone, I believe, has already brought up their flowers and seeds. So what I'm going to have you do, you can come from either direction. I have seeds and flowers in both directions. I'm going to have you come up. I'm going to have you, let me take a see on there. We're going to do seeds and we're going to do flowers. So the traditional flower communion is flowers. You take a flower, you bring a flower, and then you take a different flower and you show the beauty and diversity of community. So we're going to take it a step further. We like to show the sustainability of our community. So we also started to include seeds right around the pandemic era. And so we like to help people grow their community throughout the year. And it's a little reminder as the flowers bloom and grow that this is, while life and flowers are temporary, you can grow your community and you can grow the seeds of change and beauty throughout the year. So when you come up here, you can take a flower from any of these vases, anyone you like. Take a couple, because what I'm going to have you do is when you sit down, you're going to take one for you, but you're going to take a couple to share with other people in the congregation and take some to share coming home. So when you sit down, you're going to take your flowers, and then you're going to sit down and you can share flowers with one another just to give some more of the beauty and diversity of community. And then just think about the worth and dignity and all the love that you have for each other and of this community. We're going to add the seeds. So there are little seed bowls here. You can pick them up and you can put a couple little seeds in either of the flower pots. And this is going to be our communal seeds that we use throughout the year. There's some seeds to take with you as well over here as well. So you can take some with you and you can put some seeds in there. These are native Florida seeds. And you can see that pot out there. We grow it throughout the year, and I add Joys and Concerns water to that flower pot every time we give our Joys and Concerns. So it grows throughout the year. So I'm going to put on some music, and I'm going to invite anyone who would like to come on up from either direction. Put some seeds in the pot, take some flowers, and then when you get back to your seat, share some flowers with some of the other members of the congregation. For those of you online, feel free to share. As I said, some of the flower emojis is in there. You can, share with one another, show the beauty and diversity of community, and just meditate on some of the things that you honor, the inherent worth and dignity of each other. If you have not done so, you can take some seeds with you when you go as well. There's little seed packets there, and we have other seed packets that were brought. Please feel free to take some home with you. And after service, please feel free to take some of these flowers with you and home. I appreciate you all sharing with each other, sharing and acknowledging the beauty and diversity of our community. And I thank you for being with us today with the Flower Communion. And the close with these words again from Reverend Suzelle Lynch. The beauty of diversity. We are one, we are free, we are here. Much has changed in the 100 years since the first flower ceremony, Flower Communion, but our commitment to the values it embodies grows ever stronger as we continue to shape a faith that fiercely and gently calls forth beauty and kinship in easy times and in times of heart-rending challenge. As we Unitarian Universalists work to dismantle our culture of oppression and exclusion, learn to truly embrace a multiplicity of cultural worldviews, and shift our historic center to follow powerful new leadership by those whose voices have been suppressed for too long. We make real the bold vision of Norbert and Maya Capek and their Flower Communion. Their spirit, courage, and commitment lives in us. May we ever remember our continuity with those who struggled generation after generation for peace and justice and liberty. As we share our flowers, may we always remember the abiding beauty that calls us together and calls us ever greater justice and ever greater love. And we thank you. Our closing words today, our infinite spirit of life, we ask thy blessing on these, by Norbert Fabian Capek, so the founder of the Flower Communion. This is one of his poems. Infinite spirit of life, we ask thy blessing on these thy messengers of fellowship and love. May they remind us, amid diversities of knowledge and of gifts, to be one in desire and affection and devotion to thy holy will. May they also remind us of the value of comradeship, of doing and sharing alike. May we cherish friendship as one of thy most precious gifts. May we not let awareness of another's talents discourage us or sully our relationships, but may we realize that whatever we can do, great or small, the efforts of all of us are needed to do thy work in this world. Our chalice extinguishing today is Faith Like a Light by James Galinsky. Our faith like a light illuminates the path before us so that we can face hurt with love, cultivate compassion, live humbly in community, and confront despair with the awe of life. Though our flame is extinguished, our faith shines bright before us. Thank you both.
Spring has now unwrapped the flowers. Day is fast reviving. Life in all her growing powers towards the light is striving. Gone the iron touch of cold, winter time and frost time. Seedlings working through the mold now make up for lost time. Herb and plant that winter long slumber at their leisure now be stirring green and strong, finding growth their pleasure. All the world is beauty fills, golden green enhancing, flowers glee among the hills, sets the meadow dancing, 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 dancing. Da, 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 da. Yay.